And action.
You take that little bit of a chance and it can make something gold.
G'day and welcome to Sinbun Passion Files. My name is Sinbun and today my guest is a young actor by the name of Jake Harrison. Jake comes from a small country town called Mitchell, which is in southwestern Queensland in Australia, not far from where I grew up actually. And I would dare say that there isn't a lot of acting opportunities available to him out in Mitchell. And I think that's what makes this story even more compelling and interesting, that he's really had to put himself out there. As a young 14, 15-year-old boy, he had to move to Brisbane to go to boarding school, living away from home. And I think just through putting himself in the right positions, he's opened doors that he may never have known actually existed. And I think that is so awesome to see someone just following their passion and just really getting into what they want to do with their life and not limiting themselves to their immediate surroundings. And I guess, yeah, I was lucky enough to work with him on one of my short films called Calloused Hearts, which was a ton of fun. He was an amazing actor and he just dedicated himself to the role so well. And I guess ever since then, I've just taken a very keen interest in watching him grow and blossom. And to see him now, after high school, he's pursuing his dreams even further. He's living down in Sydney, studying acting down there. So I think it's a pretty amazing story, and I hope that you'll enjoy and be inspired by it like I have. So without any further ado, please enjoy getting to know Jake Harrison.
My first ever experience with acting was probably when I think I was 12 years old. I wanted to do acting all my life, but my mum and dad, they said that we don't want you to do something unless you're not completely serious about it. And so they waited, and then they waited, and then they were like, righto, we'll let you go now. And they let me, from when I turned 12, they let me go to my first acting class, and I loved it. And from there, they let me go on to more acting classes. They let me attend the warehouse workshop, and then I ended up moving to Brisbane, and I met Christopher Summers, who ended up being one of my mentors and one of my acting coaches. I got the opportunity to work with Larry Moss, who is also an amazing acting coach, and Elizabeth Kemp. And then from that, I got to audition for different roles in short films. And then Clancy came along. I got to work in Calloused Hearts, and I think, to be honest, I think that's where my real passion really took off, because just working on set and working with the directors and just everything that brings a film together, it was really a huge eye-opener, and it just really broadened my eyes on what it's like to be an actor. As soon as they call action, I try and block out everything and put all my attention onto the other actor. And then throughout filming, whatever I'm thinking and whatever I'm trying to impinge upon the other actor, I try and make that go onto them, and I try and put the performance onto them and try and not make it about myself.
I really need your help to find Mum.
Everything else is just blurred, and it's all about the other actor. If my action was to make you guilty, I would do it how I would play it, and whatever I'm thinking in the moments before, I would play that action into it. After I finished school, I came home and I was working with Dad, and I really loved working with construction and being hands-on, and I was really stressed, thinking, what's going to come from all the work that I've put in for the last 3 to 4 years? Am I going to be an actor? Am I going to be in another short film again? And I wasn't sure if I really wanted to risk it. And then my mum, she kind of came to me and she said, look, you've put all this work in and you know you're passionate about it. Why don't you try and audition for different film schools around Australia? And so I went down to Screenwise, and I didn't even think I was going to get in. I thought I put a really bad self-tape down, and then I got it. And now I'm down there, and I'm glad that my mum came to me and told me to go and audition, because it's really if I wasn't doing that, then I don't know what I'd be doing, to be honest. We're currently working on sense memory, and that is really about calling upon all of your experiences. And I believe that I have a long way to go before I have lots of experiences, because I don't have everything that I can just cry on the spot and just bring upon that emotion. So I really need to find something to cry about. But no, it is definitely true. Like I'm constantly searching for life experience, even on the buses on the way home from acting school, just watching everyone and how they react. And like, most people are on their phones, but as soon as they get up, I try and analyse on how they walk out of the bus. Maybe some people have a limp, and then I try and put a backstory on, okay, he might have been in a bike crash when he was younger, or maybe he fell over the other day, or I don't know, like, and just try and build characters. So then once I get a character similar to that, I can use what I've seen and how they act and put that onto how I would act in the scene. Growing up in the country, I've got the mindset behind just giving everyone a go. Like, well, my mum in particular, she's so nice. She's so friendly, and she makes friends with everyone, and I try and do that as well. And I just try and be as nice as possible with everyone. And I believe that that's worked really well for me, because when I'm working in the industry, it's so easy to just go up to someone now and go, "G'day, my name's Jake," and then there's a friendship right there. But my views, they have clashed, but I am always open to new ideas. So going down to Sydney and meeting people with new views towards mine, I take that in and I take that into account and just try and work them in with each other. I don't know if I'm a dramatic person, maybe I am, but I really do like dramatic roles and ones that are very serious. I'm trying to get into the bit more of comedic side, but I'm still working on the comedic timing. But I really enjoy dramatic roles, and one role that I did in Skin Like Bark was really cool, because I got to play this kid that was confronted by the expectation to grow up and be a man. Throughout the film, he ends up killing a kid, and he has to just deal with the mourning process and not being able to tell anyone. And it was a really cool role to just play, and just play that serious side of who I am. I got a lot of feedback from it, and some people that I've known all my life, they said that they just couldn't watch it because they thought that I was a psycho. And I was just like, I couldn't have been more happier, to be honest. It just made me feel like I really got the role. If you move out of home and you're not used to living away from your parents, it's uncomfortable, and it can make you really homesick. But as soon as you get over that barrier of living with norms, you go somewhere and you take that little bit of a chance, and it can make something gold. Within the next 10 years, I'm hoping to at least own my own house. Hopefully I'm working in the industry, and I've put out a few films by then, and who knows? We could be sitting in a mansion, or we could be sitting on the edge of the sidewalk where I'm homeless. Who knows? I believe as soon as I get into the industry and set myself up and make a name for myself and be able to be a working artist in the industry, then I'm set. I really want to just put out really amazing work that can entertain people and really make an impact on, who knows, kids in Mitchell who want to be an actor.
Well, there you have it, Jake Harrison. What an awesome human being. Just an amazing energy and great attitude towards life, and it really was a pleasure to sit down and have a chat with him. So thanks for that, Jake. If you are interested in maybe hearing the full discussion that we had, I'll leave a link for that down in the description. And while we're down in the description, make sure you check out Jake's socials. I think we all want to follow his journey now, and make sure you check out his social media pages down there so that you can keep up to date with his movements and his next roles, because I'm sure there'll be some amazing stuff to come in his world. I also may as well give myself a plug, Sinbun96 on Instagram, and I'd be super, super grateful if you would subscribe to my YouTube channel, give this video a like, leave a comment down below if you've got any questions. Other than that, I'll be talking to you and seeing you soon. Cheers.